bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Gore. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Makes the grab. Nice move to keep running. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. Have those great football teams.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Volunteers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Pulls it in. It's Gore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Volunteers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Firing to the right, complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on fourth down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David, it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Caught over the middle. It's locked. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation. Throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a man on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
We're watching this DB on film. I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every...
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on first and 10 from the 35. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kelly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Throwing right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Handoff to the lone back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Connection to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
There he goes. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fakes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vols. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill helps it. Touchdown, Huskies. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Lanier. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He uncorks one deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They try to get it outside on the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. It's Lanier. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Pulled and fired complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line. First down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He wants it all. Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's still running after the move. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lanier. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And it's no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's complete to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to punch it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Kelly. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Fung. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning those